it, and what drove us to decide to do these pieces?
So, Nompu, as the economics or business desk of the SABC, you'll be aware that a lot of people who watch us come to us or watch us because they need to understand about their finances. They need to know how to manage their money better. So we found it prudent that we should find a feature that focuses particularly on small business. You'll also remember that it is said that at least 80 to 90% of new jobs that we desperately need in the country are going to come from small businesses. So with the economic biting and slowing as it is, a lot of people are looking into small businesses to see if they can make a living for themselves. So what better way of engaging them than to do stories about small businesses, profiling them, seeing what's news out there on the market. Other viewers will want to know also, you know, where can I buy this? Where can I buy that in a particular area? And if you profile a small business, also you give it some chance of survival in one way or another.
And later on we can expect a piece from you.
Absolutely.
Right. So Naledi, you're going to be focusing quite a lot on the personal finance side. We know that South Africans really do suffer with the problem of being highly indebted. So just tell us about what you're likely to be focusing on.
Yes, I'm going to be focusing on personal finance, which is something I'm really passionate about, and I'm really excited about this new slot. So we know that South Africa's savings rate is actually very low. It's actually non-existent because it's about minus 0.2%. So now we want to inculcate a culture of saving among South Africans, and to say that everyone or anyone can actually attain the financial independence that they actually do desire.
What type of people are we going to be speaking to? You know, sometimes people complain that all too often we speak to the experts. Are we going to be speaking to regular people about how they've managed to overcome some of these challenges as well?
Well, it will definitely be across the board, all the LMS from 1 to about 9 or 10 LMS. So everyone, because I believe that everyone can actually benefit from the slot. You know, everyone needs to be financially literate, and even people who are supposed to know better, you might find that they will definitely, gain from this. I believe that, as a working person, everyone who's working must have some kind of a balance sheet. You must always look at your assets and your liabilities and make sure that your assets are actually more valuable than your liabilities.
Absolutely. And Liabo, in terms of course, we can't just manufacture ideas on our own, but we can always get input from the viewers. Where can they get hold of us or send ideas that we can explore for them?
So every Friday, because we're going to be alternating with Naledi, so on one Friday it's going to be on small business, which I will be doing, and the next Friday Naledi will be doing personal finance, as she has said. We have our social media department in the SABC that's going to help us to come up with a Twitter handle where people firstly can directly interact with us and tell us what kind of stories they'd like us to look at, because we don't want to give the idea that we are telling people what to do. We want them to tell us what sort of stories they'd like us to cover, because it is our viewers out there who understand what kind of businesses and wealth management tips are there. So we want them to tell us, and of course our Twitter handles, our personal Twitter handles, will be on the stories as they play, at Setho, at Naledi Matlapeng, and people can send us messages. Even on Facebook, we're both on Facebook, they can send messages. Of course our Twitter handle as a team, On Point, is also active, so they can engage us there and let us know what kind of stories would you like us to do.
Yeah.
And who knows, you might just see myself or Naledi coming to you and profiling your business or your expertise.
That would be great. All right, ladies, thank you very much for that. That was Liabo Setho and Naledi Matlapeng, my colleagues on the economics desk. Well, that's a wrap from us for now. I'll be back with more news for you at the top of the hour with Nzinga Kunta. Do stay tuned.